In uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Rush in, rush in. Begin. Say. Joker.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Howell. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 56. Watch the run. Watch 6-6. Pull it high. 5.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take it. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw in that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Hard. Check. Ready.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Jet bomber. Hey, Charlie.
To throw on third down. Howell. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Go. Motion, check. Now.
On second down, Benjamin. Oh, what a juke into space. The 30, 20, touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw on second down. Howell looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Yeah. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the run. Let's go.
From the gun, Howell. He finds Taylor, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
You ready? Hey! 5-7. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 9, check 9. Out. 5.
On third down, Herbert flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina. And even 60 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
You ain't doing nothing today. X3, 218, chop it.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 21-0 our score after 1.
Come on, set. 10-2, sir. I got you. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Powell. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
On the double. 56 is the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Greystone travel. Hey, zoom. Check. Look at me. Zipper. Motion. Yo, go. Check 56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. You go tight. You got tight. Now.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now!
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. General West.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Jim. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on first down. Howell. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Howell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Watch safety creep.
Look at me. Door. You're out. Yep.
On 4th down, Howell under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Come on, set 60 outlaw.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long
Hey, Wahoo. Hey, Sam on.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the air.
Snap.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hatchet. Watch out.
Topper. Get it.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's 4th down.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
Shoot.
6-6, pull it high. Buzz.
Check 31.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is Don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Switch, switch, switch.
Hard, hard. Fine.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Go, go.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back. Shift. Check your hot read.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I can't believe they even let you play. No. Off. Switch it. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, Herbert. And get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 43. 6 guys.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
You draw quarters.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Kill.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check three, check three. SOS, SOS.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Got his target, Samuel. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 89 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's yelling it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Packers take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah.
2nd and 11. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check 52.
Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Let's go, baby.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Howell. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Go. 60 outlaw.
Go on. Come on, D.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Howell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the second down throw on target. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. On 4th down, Howell, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ready? 60 or. Hey, Delta.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Yo, go.
Stay at home, stay at home.
On first down, Howell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Howell. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Set. 50. Plant.
54. Mike, 54.
Look at me. Door.
Check. Fresno.
Ready.
There he goes, right side. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Carolina, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front